So, okay. All right. So with that, it is 6 o'clock and it is time for Meet the Maker. And this month we are going to meet Jeanne of Positively Yarnie. Woo! Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi,
How are you?
I am doing well, melting, but otherwise doing pretty well. If you notice me kind of looking around, it's because I'm also like paying attention to my dog and making sure she's not getting into mischief. So
Do we get to
if
meet
you
her?
if she comes and says hello, but
Oh,
otherwise I'm gonna let her do her thing because she is also warm. So
yes.
she's on a cooling blanket, living the best life.
Oh,
She'll
yes.
probably go in and out to sunbathe and then come in to cool off. And
I love that.
yeah, it's her. If she can't have snow, she wants the sun.
Oh,
So,
and what's her name?
Mitzi.
Oh, I love that.
We call her Super Mitzi Supermodel because I throw on crochet items on her and make her model for me sometimes.
This is good. Oh, what kind of dog is she?
She's a boxer pit bull beagle mix. She mostly reads pit
Oh,
bull.
okay.
So most people who encounter her are like, "Oh, you have a pit bull." So like that's definitely what she reads outside of that, but she's all three of those and then some things. So,
I love that.
yeah, she's super cute. She's got eye mask. She's got a spot on each of her eyes and is otherwise white with
Yes.
like, and then she has freckles and spots on her belly and things like
Oh,
that aren't fur spots, they're skin
yes.
spots. Yeah,
Oh, I love it. Well,
she's
hopefully she
super
will
cute.
pop in and tell us hello.
If I get to laughing too hard, she'll probably come and check in because she thinks the world is ending.
Oh,
So,
uh, well, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it and excited to get to know more about you. So, Jeananne, tell us about you and your brand.
okay. So, originally, Positively Yarnie was cerulean orchid, and I had started the business with a friend of mine, and we were planning on doing crochet and knitting patterns and finished items. And if you've ever knit or crocheted anything, you know how long it takes. So we
Yes.
quickly decided that we weren't going to do the finished objects, and we started working on crochet patterns and knitting patterns. I really wanted to elevate crochet because this was 7 or 8 years ago now, and crochet wasn't quite having its comeback yet. We've noticed like a huge comeback now, but we weren't quite there yet. So I was really wanting to take crochet actually away a little bit further away from the granny square and elevate it to the prestige that knitting like carries around with it. And so that was my primary goal when I started Cerulean Orchid. I fast forward like several years, my business partner is has moved to Idaho and is doing her own thing, and so we kind of split ways. And after a while, I was like, I should just rebrand because the name
Yeah.
came from like both of our favorite colors, and so we started brainstorming some of that, and everyone was like, "Well," I was like, "Tell me what I am because I don't know what I am." So it's like, what do you think of when you think of me and the business and the brand? And so I got a bunch of feedback and we landed on Positively Yarnie. And so the focus now is beyond the patterns. I do still do designing of crochet patterns. But I primarily focus my attention on illustrating stickers that are all yarnified and super fun to make. And then I also sew project bags today.
Nice. Very nice. So, which part is there a part that you enjoy more than the others?
No.
I love
I
this.
I I had to think about that, but no. I think I just get bored. So as a creative, I just need a lot of outlets, and I
Yeah.
think I found the perfect creative industry and world to do that within, and so I'm able to kind of dabble in
Yes.
a a, a variety of hobbies and skills and things, and I like that about um being able to do all of those things.
Okay. So do you have any of your finished work that we can take a peek at?
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with the pattern. So I specialize in hat designs in particular, crochet hat designs. Um, it is what I like to design the most. It's what I teach classes on. Um, and so I have a few examples. They tend to be pretty texture rich, and these are all very bright. So we'll see how it reads on the screen
I'm
because
excited to
that's
see.
what was available. So
Oh, yes.
this is the Amori beanie,
Yes.
and it features puff stitches and is worked from the bottom up. I love this hat. It's a quick stitch, which is really nice. And this features, I think most of my samples actually feature yarn from um, Fandoms and Fibers right now because I need to give them their samples back that I made them. I'll see them at Flock. It'll be fine. And then this is the Her Poisons beanie. So I did a whole collection of hats
Oh, I love that.
based on European royalty. And so this is based on Catherine de Medici,
Okay.
because she was known to be a poisoner of people she did not like very much. We had a lot of fun with that. And then I also play with what I call like a faux brioche. So it's
Yeah.
a vertical stripe similar to knitting brioche, but it doesn't have the same, it's flatter. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so to get that vertical stripe, I wanted to create something that we could do that with. So this is the emery beanie. And then this hat, I have the sample in my scrap yarn. I don't remember who the dyers were because I went stash diving, but you have the samples because you have another sample. But this is
Yeah.
one of my newest designs, which is the forest canopy beanie.
Yes.
I'm starting to forget the names of my children. If I haven't made them like 5 times, I might forget. So, but I do also make things like shawls and fingerless gloves, primarily accessories. So
Absolutely.
that's what I do for that. And then for the stickers, oh, there's some in here I can't share. I do a lot of collaborations with yarn dyers, yarn shops. And so some of the stickers in my little portfolio bin I can't share because they haven't been released yet, but
Top secret. I
they
love
are top
secrets.
secret. So this is a new one from this year. Says it's okay to go slow.
Oh, I love that.
And so the yarn part of it is the flowers and the snail. And then I recently did an axolotl,
Oh.
which I mispronounced again. I'm working on that. And we're also doing, so we have 7 sticker clubs right now that are
Okay.
a variety of different themes. And one of them is dogs. So
Oh,
we did
yeah.
a Frenchie. This Frenchie is inspired by Always Be Kind's
Yes.
Frenchies. So I
Oh, I
was like,
love
send
it.
me a picture of your dog. And she did. So I made it and it has like her colorways and everything from her yarn.
Oh,
Um, and then we do some of that. We also, I like to have fun too. Oh, this one I can share. So we did the yarn crawl sticker for Seattle
oh, that is
Yarn this
great.
year, and I really had fun working with them on that.
Yes.
And then a whole bunch of my friends went on a cruise with a little knitty. And
Yes.
so my friend had this sticker
Oh,
made to hand out to everybody, which was super fun.
that is
So
really cool.
it's a good, it's a good representation. Lots of flowers, animals, bees, bugs,
Yes.
witchy stuff. I love it.
So
And then,
what is your inspiration when it comes to designing stickers?
oh, everything, mostly
Yes.
nature,
Hmm.
and actually a lot of customer requests. So when I go to events, people will be like, "Oh, do you have a giraffe?" And I'll be like, "No, but I could." And then I'll start kind of envisioning what a giraffe would look like if it was yarnified. Would it be wearing a scarf? Would it have
Yeah.
like what are those things called? Like the leg warmers, that scrunch down from the 80s?
Yes.
Like,
Oh,
is
that's
that what
good.
a giraffe needs?
Yes. Yes.
Knit leg warmers, so it's a
Oh,
lot of
that's
fun.
fun. Yes.
and just whatever I'm nerding out about. So sometimes I pull inspiration from books or video games. Um, if I'm learning something like with the crowned collection for the beanies, that I'll sometimes also pull that into sticker design. So
I love that. And I love that you take the time to like do some research about it as well.
it's fun. And if it's not something that I feel comfortable illustrating, I do work with 3 other illustrators.
Okay.
So my the primary second illustrator is Ashley, and she does all of our human forms. So if you see anything that like we have pirates and oh, and she does most of our dragons.
Okay.
So yeah, she's fantastic. Oh, she did our gargoyle. I have an example of that.
Oh,
But
I
I
don't
love
think I know this one.
she did our gargoyle. I just saw it a minute. I thought. But she does amazing work and I love working with her. My whole goal was to have a collaborative space, and this is one of the ways that I get to do it. And I knew that I wasn't going to be able to draw a gargoyle the way I wanted to, but I knew that Ashley could, and so she did.
Oh, that is
So
awesome.
yeah.
Oh, he's great.
So we have fun.
Okay, I have to ask, do you name your stickers?
Some of them are named by our customers.
Okay.
So we have a dinosaur named Gigi because one of our customers' kids decided that clearly it was a Gigi, and that's it. That's like, and
Yeah.
so if you like run the till at a show with me and you try to find the sticker, if you don't know its name, you can't find it.
Oh, this is great. Okay. Okay.
So,
So, which design are you most proud of?
oh, hmm. Actually, I think it's Audrey too. I don't have her sitting next to me right now, but
Okay.
I made Audrey too from Little Shop of Horrors, nomming on
Yes.
yarn, and it has a little sign that says "Feed me." So
Yes.
that's the
Yes.
one I'm most proud of.
Okay. I love that. And let's go back to your crochet designs for a second. Is there a crochet design that you prefer or one that really speaks to you more than others?
The Amore beanie has been my go-to remake piece again and again. If a dyer goes, I would like a sample of that, I'll make it for you, don't worry. Just let me
Absolutely.
know. I love making that hat. It's a lot of fun. And it works up quick because it's in DK weight, so that makes a huge difference too.
Absolutely.
Um, but I think the other thing that I'm noticing is it's getting harder and harder to come up with new ideas and new textures. And so when I do come up with something now,
Mhm.
that is super rewarding.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One thing that I am fortunate enough to have samples of your patterns in the booth.
Mhm.
And I hear all the time how your designs are unique. People always look at the stitches and they want to see what stitch is that? Is this really crochet? A lot of comments about how on trend they are.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's awesome.
So how do you stay current and moving with the times with your designs?
I make what I like.
Yes. I love
I,
it.
I was telling someone the other day that if I happen upon if I do something trendy, it's because I happened upon it, not because I knew it was happening.
Yes.
So I have friends now that send me reels, and I'm like, why is this funny? You're gonna have to explain it to me because I do not understand. And then they'll send me like the background source, and I'm like, oh,
Absolutely.
okay, now I'm there.
I
But
love
I
it.
don't I don't follow trends very well. I'm pretty like so it's just I'm just making what I like. And if I don't like it, it doesn't go out into the world. And I will
Yes.
do it again and again and again until I like it.
I love that. Now, we've talked a lot about your designs and we've talked about your stickers, but we haven't talked about your bags. And I love all of your things, um, but I really love your bags.
Oh,
So
thank
tell
you.
us about your bags.
So I make drawstring project bags, and the most popular one is probably the cork face project bags.
Mhm.
So I pulled a sample back
Yes.
up a little. So what I like about the cork is that when you fill it up, it's kind of rigid, but
Mm-hmm.
it's still malleable, but it's more rigid than just say a cotton bottom without having to use heavy duty interfacing. And so it will stay upright as long as you're not like yanking on your yarn and your project inside of it. And I like that it stays upright. That's really nice. Like if you're sitting on the couch, you can set it on the floor.
Absolutely.
It's also pretty eco-friendly compared to some other fabric options. So I've really enjoyed working with it. Um, but I am starting to dabble in other like upholstery fabrics.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's been fun to learn new skills this year. Like
Absolutely.
woven fabrics need a little bit more ease on your
Mhm.
seams so that they don't fray because I don't have a serger. So it's been kind of all of those things like learning. So I tried like a woven this year.
Oh, I love that.
This is one of my favorite bags this year. And this is actually where I'm adding two new sizes. So this is a slightly smaller bag. And then we have the itty bitty bag.
I don't think
It
I've seen
literally
it.
fits one skein in it.
Oh, that's
And
so
is
cute.
like it's perfect for socks or a crochet beanie. I had some knitters test it out since I don't knit.
Yes.
I was like, will your circulars fit in here? We need to test. So sitting at a yarn shop and I was like, hi, I'm Jeananne. You're making socks. Can I borrow your socks? And so they fit it in there. So the 4.5-inch tips fit great in here on
Okay.
circulars for socks. And when it closes up, it's just so freaking cute.
Oh, that is super cute.
I
Okay, how
was
do I get my hands on one?
at Flock for sure. And then
Okay.
after Flock, I'll be adding some to the website.
Yes,
So
I love this. So
this
you,
will also be one of the drawing prizes
oh,
today.
yay. Okay, this
So
is super exciting. Beautiful.
I
Where,
tend to usually lean towards like bright colors too, but
mhm.
I went through a blue phase this last time I sewed, so it's not very representative of my normal color palette.
It's okay. So, how do you pick your fabric choices? Because there's so many patterns out there in the
Mhm.
world. How do you pick? How do you pick?
So I'm definitely drawn to color when it comes to palettes, and I love floral prints, but I know not everyone needs a flower print or like 20 floral prints. So I shop first by color. Color is the thing that will draw me in. And then I'll start looking at the prints. I love going to local quilt shops,
Okay.
or when I'm traveling, I'll stop by a quilt shop because sometimes you can find something that a local shop doesn't have, and that's always like a fun find.
Yes.
I joke that my fabric stash is very similar to the yarn stash in
Oh,
that it just keeps growing. And at this point, I have to shop from my stash
I love this.
to make
Do you,
room for the new stash.
so for those of us that don't know where all the quilt shops are, tell us about your favorite quilt shop.
There's one, oh, what is the name of it? Oh no. There is one in Centralia, Chehalis. It's down there. I love that shop. It's super
Okay.
cute. They have a decent variety of
Sisters,
fabrics. Yeah,
sisters quilts.
yes, that one. Thank you. You're amazing. I'm horrible with remembering names. Um, and then there is one in McMinnville, Oregon that I also love and can spend hours in. And that one I can't pronounce. Oh no. I can like see the name. I'll have to tag them on Instagram or something later.
Okay.
Borsman's Bors anyway. So they're really great people. It's fun to go in. And they have just an extensive collection of all
Okay.
different kinds of fabrics, which is fun. Otherwise, there's a shop too that's in Yelm, Washington. That
Yes.
one's called Gigi's Quilt Shop, I think.
Yes. On the
And
main
I
street.
Yes,
I
yeah.
am familiar with this one. Yes.
And I do enjoy, they are also they have a large variety. And then if I'm not shopping from quilt shops, I do like to shop on Spoonflower, because what you're doing on there is you get to support artists directly because
Very
they
cool.
all get commission, like commission is just like kind of a commission model. And so if they put their their fabric patterns up on the website, then you can pick from, and then they print on demand. And so
Wow.
it's really cool.
Okay. I
The
love that.
chicken fabric is actually from there.
Okay. I love this.
Yeah.
So, Jeananne, we know about your business and your products. Who are you? Who is
I'm a dog
Jeanne?
mom.
You're a dog mom. I love
I'm a
this.
dog mom. I I love my dog. My dog goes everywhere with me that I can take her with me too. We like to go hiking. That's something that we've been starting to get back into now that the weather has been nicer. But we are fair weather hikers, both of us. So we go very early in the morning
Yeah.
so that we're done by noon. Um, that's been a lot of fun lately. I love to read. I'm an avid reader. In fact, I host a virtual book club on Discord
Okay.
um, bi-weekly. So we read one book a month-ish. And then we just kind of like we chit chat and sit and knit and crochet, and it's a lot of fun. So I love reading. Um, Video games sometimes.
Okay.
Depends on the game. So right now I'm playing Fae Farm. It's cute. It's been cute so far. Um, and otherwise I'm kind of more like I like indie games or very traditional Nintendo games.
Okay.
Uh, let's see. I love to paint. I should really pick that up more. I love working with acrylics. So I saw my paintbrushes the other day. I was like, I want to do that again.
What type of things do you paint?
Mostly like flowers. I actually will take a photo and then recreate the photo with acrylics.
Okay. Oh, we have a question. Have you
I
played?
have played Unravel. It is super cute. Have you played? It's like there's two of them now too. And you can play cooperatively. It's super fun.
Yeah, my partner and I played it through, they're super into video games and I'm not. But that was back when they were trying to get me into it. And so that's like the only game that I've played all the way through. But yeah, it's a good one.
They did a good job picking something so aligned with your hobby to try to get you to
Yeah,
come over to the gamer side.
yeah, usually we do like a parallel play situation where I'll be on the couch crocheting or knitting now. And then they'll be playing video games. So
That is awesome. I love watching other people play video games too. Um, it's like, yeah, it's really fun to watch someone else play so I can also hobby. It's the
Yes,
best.
absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. My daughter is a gamer too. So sometimes I watch her as she plays because
Mhm.
it's like watching TV, but not. Um,
Right.
and you get to have like the thrill with them, but not do the work. You could still do
It's a
other.
little less adrenaline too when you're not
Yes.
having to press the buttons.
Yes. What type of books do you like to read?
Oh, all kinds. I actually studied to be a high school English teacher. So I read books with highlighters and take notes still because I'm that nerd.
That.
But right now I'm really enjoying murder mysteries
Okay.
for lighter reads and historical like retellings. So um, I just read a book called Herc, which is retelling about the stories around Hercules.
Okay.
And then um, what is the other? My favorite book that I always recommend to people if you like kind of witchy,
Yeah.
magical stuff is Ink Blood Sister Scribe. Hands
Okay.
down, one of the best books I've ever read.
Okay.
It's multi-layered, so you can read it as a fun book, or if you really like to analyze it like I do, you can also analyze it. It's perfect.
Love this.
It's a good blend of a fun read and a book to like if you wanted to dive in, you could.
Okay.
So I love that.
And tell us again the name of that.
Ink Blood Sister Scribe.
Okay. Perfect. And if we wanted to join your book club, how would we do this?
You can join our Discord server, and there's a channel for that. I try to remember to put all of the event dates in so that it will
Okay.
prompt you. And then there's a channel in our Discord server that should be, hold on, I'll check right now.
Hmm.
It's books. And that's kind of where we make announcements. Yeah, I changed it over to Positively Yarnie. I'm still kind of changing things from Cerulean Orchid to Positively Yarnie, slowly but
Okay.
surely. But that is a place that I've done that. So if you go to the Positively Yarnie Discord, and I can get you the link if you'd like.
Absolutely. I'd love to
Um,
help share it.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's usually it's a small group, and some people come and go depending on the season and their work schedule. Um, so we just kind of roll with it, and I'm almost always there unless
Okay.
I'm sick. And then if people want to still go, like, and join, like, it's fine. I don't have to be present. And I don't get super teachery or anything. I I do ask questions, and I try to, like, we'll be talking
Absolutely.
about something else, and I'll find like that one gem that I'm like, and so back to the book. But like we spend about 50% of the time just hanging out, and the other 50% talking about the book. So
Okay. Okay. So you shared that you paint and you shared that you crochet, you design. What other talents do you have?
do I have other talents?
You do. I know you do.
Do I though? I'm really good at staining wood.
Really?
Yeah, so random fact, my dad used to make calendar frames. So like they were frames that would hold calendars
Mhm.
for Thomas Kincaid galleries. And one of my
Wow.
first jobs was staining those frames for my dad at $1 a frame.
Oh my goodness.
I learned how to do that fast and do it right because you do not make a gallery mad at you. So
Absolutely.
yeah, it was pretty fun. So it's like a random talent
I
thanks to
love
my
that.
dad. So like I know the whole process. Um, well, I don't know. I don't think about that kind of stuff.
Yes. Any
So
other fiber arts that you do?
cross stitch. I do know how to cross stitch. I've been cross stitching since I was little. It was I had had double eye surgery as a small child, and so one of the ways to strengthen my eyes was to have me doing counted cross stitch.
Mm,
And so to this day, I still enjoy doing that and do that from time to time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's it for fiber arts, though. I tried to knit. I make accidental buttonholes still, though, so like it's a process, and it's a lot slower than crochet for me at this
Yes.
point because I've been crocheting for so long that it's
Absolutely.
really hard to like slow down and enjoy the process of knitting since I'm so fast at crochet.
How long have you been crocheting?
Since I was 13, and
Yay.
I am going to be, hold on, doing math. I don't remember. I'll be 39 this year, so it's been
No way.
26 years.
Okay.
Yeah, that's solid math, right?
I feel good about it.
Yeah.
That feels good. Yeah. How did you get started crocheting?
My grandma tried to teach me, and at that point, she was able to teach me how to do the chain stitch. That's it, chaining by hand. And
Okay.
then my aunt ended up teaching me how to make a pot holder first, like a double folded pot holder. So I actually learned to work in the round very early.
Okay.
So I made a lot of pot holders for people for gifts that year
I
as
love
I
it.
learned. And then everything else was just like book learning and trial and error and
Yeah.
trying to just kind of understand because it was definitely before the time of YouTube.
Yes.
So now
Yeah.
when I want to learn stuff, I do go to like YouTube and things like that to like go, what do you mean by this? But yeah, otherwise it was through books and just trial and error. And I have learned that some of the stitches that I used to do, I did incorrectly because I misinterpreted the instructions.
Right. Okay. Yes. And okay, so I have to ask, do you have any pot holder patterns?
I do not. I
Okay.
have taught a pot holder class before, but I do not have my own pattern. And the reason for that is because it's a very common pattern, the one that I always made. And so it would just, you can find it. It's available elsewhere. And I'd rather like cross promote somebody than like
Absolutely.
redo the same thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So it is 6:30. So usually we do a giveaway. And what I do is I ask live attendees a question based on some of the things we've been talking about. And the first person to answer is our winner. And so, what will we be giving away tonight?
I have two things. I buried the other thing. Oh, there it is. Buried the other thing underneath bags. So I made a little space set because I thought it would be cute.
Oh,
So we have the bag that I was showing you earlier, and it's got
yes.
fun, like almost neon stars and moons on it. Kind of Lisa Frankie, but not quite
Mhm.
like as vibrant. The navy blue background tones it down. And then I have a sticker pack that's all space themed that includes artwork from four of us. All four of us are in here actually. So there's like
Oh, that's cute.
beaming up some yarn and a little robot. The holographic ones are hard, sorry.
That is great.
And then like an alien.
Oh, these are so fun.
And then we have some alien creatures. So
Yeah.
this is a cat that has three eyes. And then this one, it kind of
Oh.
resembles an axolotl. This one has a name. This is named Chauncey.
Oh. Okay, how did Chauncey get their name?
We were reading a book and it felt very Chauncey-like, so we generalized the name to that alien creature.
I love it. Oh my goodness.
This one often gets asked if it's Mothman, and I can totally see it.
Okay.
And then we have
These are so great.
lots of these are Ashley's, and then there's a few of the rest of us in here. So yeah, we did a whole space collection, and it was a lot of fun.
Very cool. All right, so let's see. Tonight's question. What was the first full project that Jeanne crocheted?
Pot holder.
Am I supposed to know the answer?
I mean, and you don't have to, so throw it in the chat. And then the first person to throw it in the chat wins. All right, Ginger, I think you've nailed it. Jeanne, pot holder. I feel like this is
Pot holder is my first
I love it.
full FO. That is very true.
Congratulations.
Yay!
Yes.
Yay.
I'm
I can.
super excited about this for you.
I'm gonna send it to Carter because
Oh,
Oh,
she's space girl. So yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna have to send it to her. Yeah, for sure.
that's amazing. You will love it. So after this, we'll figure out how to get your goodies to you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to take a peek at this little mini guy if it happens to pass by me on its way to you in any case. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to open it up. If there's any questions, throw them in the chat. Anytime we do the meetup, it goes on YouTube as well. So that way people can also see the questions. Of course, they'll hear them as they go, but please throw it in the chat. So Jeananne, while we do that, you said that you studied to be a high school English teacher.
Did.
Tell us more about this.
So when I was in high school, I thought it would be amazing to be a teacher. And when I set my mind to something, I go at it
Mhm.
all the way. So originally, I was thinking that I wanted to teach high school psychology. But
Yes.
little did I know that I would have to have a social studies endorsement. And by the time I was finishing up my third year undergrad,
Okay.
I had only taken two history courses because I was majoring in psychology and minoring in English. So there
Wow.
was no hope for me to pass the
Wow.
testing in order to get a social studies endorsement, nor did I have any business teaching the poor children anything
Oh,
other
goodness.
than psychology. I could probably pull off sociology and maybe civics, but like it's been a minute. So I
Okay.
pivoted when I went into grad school and decided that I could teach English.
Yes.
And I always loved dissecting texts, and I knew that I wanted to teach high school English.
Yes.
Middle school is very scary. I admire any teacher who teaches middle school. And so I went through the whole graduate program, and the politics of the educational system are a lot. And in order to show up for the kids the way that I wanted to, a smaller class size would have been necessary.
Right.
And that was really hard for me. And so I ended up not going into teaching after getting my certification, but I use it regularly. I've taught high schoolers how to crochet. I've volunteered for high school tutoring programs, how to have jobs as a tutor, places where I can kind of have that more immediate impact on a student.
Absolutely.
And that's been rewarding.
I love that. Oh, so how was the learning curve when you started designing crochet patterns? What is your process for pattern design?
I am a trial and error designer. So I do often start with a sketch, and the sketch may or may not resemble the final product because sometimes what I think will work in my head, even to this day, doesn't always work once the stitches are applied.
Mhm.
The learning curve was I'm kind of I pay attention to detail. So when I wanted to learn how to design, I went and scoured the corners of the internet to find out what the minimum requirements were to have in a pattern. And the Craft Yarn Council had a lot of information on things like that. So I was able to find out like the process, and then also learn the process for like submitting to magazines. And so that was kind of my window into how is this supposed to look. Okay, you design the pattern, you have it tech edited ideally, and then you should have it tested at minimum, and then you make it look pretty and you put it out in the world. Right?
Absolutely.
But I am definitely a trial and error. So
Okay.
like the hat that I designed featuring your Jessica's yarn, this one, this took a few iterations. The crown was not the same in the beginning. I thought that it was going to be just single crochets, and I didn't like that one of the textures was so much like in the foreground than the other textures. And so I pivoted after it was, oh, that's not going to work. Okay, let's try it this way. And so yes, there's a lot of frogging. Frogging is fine.
I'm pro frogging as well. So I love to hear you say that. I think it's important.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Frog it. If you don't like it, just frog it.
Yes. I am on board with this.
And maybe not with mohair.
Fair. Fair. So, I think, is this your full-time job?
I also do a lot of contract work. So
Okay.
I work with Latino Leadership Northwest. I work as their primary graphic layout designer. So I do a lot of their social media graphics. This year I'm designing their mascot for their conference, which has been really fun. We haven't released that yet. We'll get there. Soon you can see it. I highly encourage you to follow them. They're based out of Vancouver, Washington. And I get to work alongside their high school and college interns. So every once in a while I'll go down and I'll teach a class on how to use Canva to create graphics. And so that's been really rewarding, and they're my favorite client, but we don't tell the others.
Absolutely not.
So I do a lot of contract work. So it's about 50-50 between contract work now and the sticker illustration and the bag making and crochet
Absolutely.
patterns. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your 5-year goal for the business? Where are we going to see the business go?
I would really like it to be as close to full-time as possible and actually shift to volunteering my time
Oh, yes.
as a layout designer. That would make my heart extremely happy.
Mhm.
I would like to have more collaborations. That's probably what I enjoy doing the most.
Okay.
So as far as crochet designs, I like would love to collaborate more with dyers.
Mhm.
I love designing for yarn shops for like yarn crawls and stuff. That's really fun for me. Uh, and then uh, I love going to events. That's probably also one of the most rewarding things is getting to hang out with
Mhm.
customers at events and getting to know them and see, like, walk into my booth and show me where you stuck your stickers, and I will just be on the moon for the rest of the day.
Yes.
It's the best. I'm sure you
Yeah.
can relate, yeah, with when people come show, I made
Absolutely.
this sweater in
I'm
your
just like, oh my
yarn.
gosh, I'm making something
Yes.
that people enjoy. So yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely. So you said events. So what events do you have upcoming?
My next event is Flock Fiber Festival in Seattle. And then I have a trunk show the following weekend at Heart to Heart
Ooh.
in Paulsbo.
Mhm.
And then it's DFW Fiber Fest, which is in Texas. And then I lose track. But I will also be, I don't know the order anymore. I will also be at Off and Pacific Northwest Fiber Expo. I'm going to be teaching some classes this fall and winter at a little nitty. I'm doing a whole series on hats from pretty much your first crochet hat to a more advanced pattern. I think I'm actually ending with this pattern,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. I made a lesson plan so I could use my master's degree.
Does someone have to know how to crochet or can they go just blind into
They
it?
will want to know the basic stitches.
Okay.
So like single crochet chains and double crochets can get you into the first class.
Okay.
But I do want a little bit of experience with the yarn and things. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Where can we find your products?
You can find me on my website at positivelyyarnie.com. And
Okay.
then I do also have a few retailers. A needlepoint joint in Ogden, Utah, a
Okay.
little knitty in Milton, Washington, um, Busy Sticks in Lafayette, California, Cozy in Eugene, Oregon. Oh, I'm doing a trunk show there over the holiday weekend at the end of November.
Okay.
That'll be fun. And then and there's a few others as well. They're listed on the website, but those are the ones that come to mind, and do keep a regular stock of the stickers. So if you want to shop local, those are the ones to go to.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, goodness. We've covered a lot of different things tonight. I love this. So, what would we all be most surprised to learn about you?
Hmm. Oh golly. My favorite swear word is fiddlesticks.
This is so good.
Put me on the spot again.
Oh,
This
I
is going
love it.
better than the first year of college when your professors are like, go around the room and say things. And they're like, what would you change your name to be? And I was like, Sapphire. I'll keep it PG. But they were like, that's what the name you wanted it to be. And I was like, I'm reconsidering my answer. But fiddlesticks is my favorite swear word.
I love this. Okay. All right. So we know now that if you are angry, we are going to hear fiddlesticks.
Yeah, most like, especially in a public setting.
This
My
is,
dog even knows what
oh,
fiddlesticks mean. You're like, okay, mom, we're done.
oh, that is good. That is good. Okay. So let me think. What else? So talk to us about, I want to know more about your bags. I love your bags. What makes your bags different from others?
They're just bags. These are
They're
the thing
not,
that
your bags are amazing. I have so many of them, and I'm always like, when can I get more? Like, I still have my heart set on the campfire marshmallow one or the s'mores guy. Just like, I love the fabric that you choose and the material that you choose, and the just what you put together is spectacular.
There's only ever been one other, I guess the cork bottom set me apart. Earl Grey Fiber Company used to make bags with cork bottoms, but they don't make bags anymore. So that's something that's pretty unique, and that's something that people comment on when they come into the booth. I tend to not do a lot of the same fabric pattern because again, I just get bored. So I know like what my max is now for a
Yes,
single, like
absolutely.
how many yards max can my brain handle? And the answer is about 2 in most cases. Every once in a while there will be like, oh, I bought too much of that fabric. I didn't realize I had that one. But yeah, so they're pretty, I don't often repeat fabrics. Every once in a while I will repeat this more fabric. I had a lot of fun, and there's different color backgrounds that I just found from the designer, so I was like, oh, of course we can have it in another color. I think too, I like to play with different materials. So a lot of bags are either canvas or a cotton of some sort. And I like to play with, I have some vinyl bottoms that are coming out now, just to kind of mix up like how they feel, because texture I think makes a difference. And I do one of a kind, so I like to get scrappy. This one's not the best representation. Oh, this one is. This one's mine.
Oh, that's
So
great.
I just used a whole bunch of different little pieces that I had with a vinyl bottom to get scrappy. So I like to play and mix texture and color together too.
Absolutely.
Does that answer your question?
It does. It does. It
Okay.
does. No, I love it. I love it. I just, everything that you put together, whether it's your patterns, whether it's your bags, whether it's your stickers, you're so thoughtful with what you put together, and your finished product is always such high quality. It's a treat to see what you've come out with. And I always,
Thank you.
yes, absolutely. So let's talk more about designs.
Okay.
So we saw some of your hats. You talked about shawls, fingerless gloves. Do you focus primarily on accessories?
Yes, absolutely. One of the reasons I haven't done like garments is because I find the grading, I want to grade so extensively that
Yes,
it would take an eternity. So for a top for someone who's built like me is going to be different than somebody who's built like you. And so I would
absolutely.
want my pattern to be graded for both of us. And by the time I grade for everyone, which is what I would want to do, I have a book or 2
Right.
or 3.
Absolutely.
And so
Absolutely.
I just haven't dabbled in that. It makes me nervous because I would want the patterns to be as um, modifiable as possible. And my brain is not there yet. Maybe there's an easier way to do it. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But right now I'm like, no, there's too many possibilities.
Yes, for sure.
um, I am starting to get into a little bit of home accessories. With we haven't started advertising it quite yet, but we're building a crochet game. Um,
I
and we've
love this.
it's been in the works for about 3 years now. It's going to be a card game. It's kind of it's a deck building card game. So it's not deck building like Pokemon is. It's more internal to the game. So as long as somebody owns the game, 4 people can play the game. So we have a whole bunch of cute little mythical creature characters, and they all have projects. And one of the things that I'm including in the patterns and with the game will be a pattern book. And so
Oh, wow.
the pattern book will have some home goods like
Oh my goodness.
designs, which will be really fun. So this year I'm going to design, and if you're an early backer, you're getting access to designs before they're finalized and put out into the
Okay.
world. So we're gonna do, and I say we, it's not like a royal we. I'm working with Dio the Yarn Dragon on this
Okay.
project. So
Okay.
um I'm gonna do a pillow cover and a shopping bag
Oh, wow.
and a table runner. I think those three are on the list for this year. We
I
have a whole
love that.
spreadsheet, and then some of it may end up in that book, some of it might not end up in the book. We'll refine as we go. Um,
Okay.
and it's still a ways out, but I'm super excited about it, and we've been working pretty diligently on it. So we're
Oh, that
almost
is
to the
fun.
point that we can start testing with mock cards that don't have the artwork on them, just to kind of figure out the balance of the game. But I'll digress because that's like super nerdy and like way
I
side
know, I
questy.
love it. This is exciting. I love that. Oh my goodness.
So
So what inspired that?
I like games. All my answers are like, because I like it.
No, I
I
think
love playing board games. And so I am an avid board gamer, and have a whole slew of games that in all different like levels of gameplay and game dynamics and how the mechanics of the game work. Super fun. And there's some knitting games out in the world, but there's not crochet games yet. So I think we just need to crochet game.
yes. Yes.
So
So Sarah shares that it would be a hit at the 15% Board Game Cafe in Tacoma, and that they have and sell super cute locally made games there.
oh, that's good to know. Thank you for the
Yes.
tip. I will write that down. That will be something I'm hoping we're done in a couple of years. I didn't realize how long it takes to design a board game because
Mhm.
I've been in the early stages of a game design before for a game called Vindication,
Okay.
um, which is a very complex game. I can't even begin to explain it to you, but I thought I don't think I realized how much work they had already done leading up to that moment.
Mhm.
And so now I'm like, oh yeah, this is like a 5-year project.
Oh my
Got it.
goodness.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
and it's not the only thing I'm working on. That
Of
makes a difference
course.
too. So
So what else are you working on? What other new fun things can we look forward to?
and what am I working on? I have a whole collection of stickers and stitch markers that I'm doing right now with Tracy from Happy,
Mhm.
for yarn crawls. So they debuted at the Utah Yarn Crawl last week through
Mhm.
this weekend. And then the I-91 Shop Hop, which goes through, oh boy, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Vermont, and New Hampshire. They are also doing it. So there's a whole collection of stickers around gardening this year. So we have a gardening theme, which has been really fun.
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
cool.
And I'm still working on designs for that because we try to have some different ones available for
Mhm.
each shop, pop if they want them.
Yes.
What else is coming? Dio and I are trying to create a granny square project bag thing that I'm puzzling out still.
Okay.
She's crocheting the granny squares,
Mhm.
and I am working on how I'm going to sew it together and have it be structurally sound
Mhm.
and have the same feel as the existing bags without having to modify them a whole lot. So I still want it to be a drawstring. So we've been scouring the corners of the internet and watching a bunch of videos on
Mhm.
different ways to combine sewing and like sewing with knitting and crochet to see how they're blending the two mediums, which has been very educational. And often I'm constantly surprised at how things work.
Mhm.
So that's coming soon. Sticker sheets are still coming. I have a whole bunch of them drafted out and I need to just finish them. Um, that's coming up. And our next round of Whip Bingo starts in like 2 weeks. I should probably work on that too. Yeah. On August 1st. I just looked at the calendar.
Okay, we
So
didn't talk about whip bingo. Oh my goodness.
I'm horrible at remembering all the things.
Okay, so talk to us about whip bingo.
Whip Bingo is designed to help people finish their mountains of projects that
Yes.
most of us have. Some people have to start projects to play, and that is okay. That does not break the rules because it's still a whip if it's not finished. It doesn't
Yes.
have to be started beforehand. But if you're like me, you definitely have at least 10 projects going at any given time, and you may have forgotten
Absolutely.
about a few that are in a cubby somewhere or like in a suitcase that you totally forgot about when you unpacked. You just left it in there. I've done that. So
Oh my goodness, that's good.
it's structured similar to the game of bingo. So there's 25, yeah, 5 by 5 makes 25 squares that you fill in, and each square has a prompt for you to complete. So one of the squares is attend a virtual stitch night. So something like this would count because I
Okay.
imagine I'm not stitching right now because I can't do that at the same time. But if I was attending, I would be stitching and listening and
Right.
hanging out, right?
Absolutely.
There is an end weaving square that was put there selfishly for me because I am notorious at not weaving my ends in unless I can do it in a social way.
Mhm.
Um, there are prompts to complete 1, 2, 3, and 4 projects
Mhm.
to support a local yarn shop. And so it's very community oriented. Um, there are prizes that you can win. Um, we have 6 participating yarn shops, I think, the next round. Most of them are kind of regional or
Mhm.
people that like so Pacific Northwest located at the moment. Uh,
Mhm.
it's so much fun. It's fun to watch everyone finish their projects and how pretty they are.
Oh,
This is the best part ever.
yes. So how do we participate?
You can visit positivelyyarnie.com/whip-bingo,
Okay.
and that will take you to where you can download the card or the list of the participating yarn shops where you can pick one up locally if you're
Okay.
local to the shop. Um, and then you can hang out with us on Discord, Instagram, Blue Sky. Um, I try to get into yarn shops. August will be a little bit harder because of
Mhm.
fall. But I do try to at least go to a couple local stitch nights at the shops that are participating
Okay.
um, to hang out with everybody. And it's at your own pace. So there's no pressure to get a blackout board or anything. It's just make progress. Just make
Yeah.
progress on your whips and get one step closer to having the beautiful item that you set out to create.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Gina, and I just have one last question before we wrap up for tonight. You talked a couple of times about collaborations.
Mhm.
So for those that watch, what type of collaborations are you looking for? Is there any particular projects that you're interested in? And how would someone get a hold of you or reach out to you if they want a collaboration?
My favorite collaboration is definitely sticker designing, like sticker illustrating and making custom sticker designs. So honestly, Instagram or through my website is the best way to get a hold of me. Instagram will usually get an immediate response, whereas other things may take 48 hours or so. So I always tell if you want an answer immediately-ish, use social media.
Okay.
Um, the and I do a lot of like the die cut stickers, like what I was showing you earlier, um, themed to yarn kits. So if you do themed
Right.
yarn kits, that's really fun. I love collaborating with yarn shops as well. So I've done exclusive stickers for shops and dyers to have that are theirs that I don't sell. Um, and so I've worked with like Yarnaceous fibers, fan girl fibers, a little nitty, Seattle yarn to create a number of like exclusive items. And that's really fun for me. I
Absolutely.
love so much. Um, and the more like nerdy, the better. Whatever you're nerding out about, I can get excited about it too.
Okay, I love this. I love this. Perfect. Jeananne, thank you so much. It's been amazing to get to know more about you and your business. And I just thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.